Alright, so I haven't done a video in a while. It's been real busy. They changed my schedule for work, so I had to work an extra week in a row, so I didn't get to do anything there, but hopefully I can get back on this. Yesterday I pulled off this pulley and put the little rubber thing in there that I forgot. I had to build myself a puller yesterday, which is this thing right here. And I originally had it just as flat bar, but when I tried it, it bent. So then I welded these on there, and it won't bend now. So now that I got that pulley on there, I can actually go a little further than it was before. So I just finished putting the water pump back on temporarily. I still got to get new belts for it, and a belt for the alternator. When I get an alternator and rig up a mounting bracket and figure out how it's supposed to be mounted, then I'll pop the water pump back off and put some new belts on it. And yesterday I also got the starter up in here. It's not tight, it's just the bolts are just in far enough to keep it there, because I really want to put the other bolts in it, but it's finally in there after fighting with it for an hour yesterday. So today you can kind of see it's cloudy. It's been a little bit rainy here, and I kind of want to get this motor covered up. So what I plan on doing today is putting the bars that are laying right there back on, and try and get the radiator stuck on temporarily, so I can put my hood back on, which is sitting right there, to kind of keep the rain off the motor. So that's what I'm going to do, because before I can try starting the motor, I got to finish putting my intake back together. I just got this sitting up there to hold the tape down so it doesn't peel up and get water in the intake. And I got to run a piece of hose from here to the air compressor, and I got to figure out a different style of running a fuel system from what's on this truck. And I still got to hook the starter up and everything. So right now I just want to get the motor covered up. That way I can pull the truck out of here and we can have an open spot here instead of having it been plugged up for 4 months now. So that's what I plan on getting done. So I'm going to get those things up there and work on trying to get that radiator up there. Alright, so I got these up here. So now it's time to bring the truck over and pick that up and try and get it up here. So that's next. Okay, so I got the radiator over here. Now I just got to lower it a little bit, line it up, put some bolts in the bottom down there, and hook those bars up so I can get my hood on there. We'll see how far I get here. Got to round up a few bolts now. Alright, to get these bolts in there. Okay, so it's on, and I got those hooked up. So I just put a couple of bolts through here to keep it from flopping around, but everything seems to fit. That's the main thing. So I won't do a whole lot more to it till I get an alternator on it. We'd probably fire it up before then, but I gotta at least get an intake on it and get the starter hooked up and the fuel system, and then try and fire it up. But for now, the radiator's on there, and then I'll put the hood on, just so it's kind of sort of out of the weather. So, well, it started raining and I just got the hood on. So, at least I know for the most part, most of the moisture will stay off the engine. So, it'll be real nice when I can get the fenders back on that thing. But that'll be after it runs and after the radiator's all hooked up and everything, so I don't have to unhook it all. So, alright. So, that's about all I'm going to do this time. Hopefully I can get some more done a little later, like starter and fuel and intake, so we can fire it up. But for right now, it's out of the rain.